So Linda, why don't you go ahead and give a little intro and tell us what's happening in Truckee real estate.
Basically, here in Truckee, we are experiencing a lot of activity, especially in the lower price ranges in our real estate market. Now, when I say lower price ranges, I'm probably talking 400,000 or below for homes. And with that in mind, buyers are finally being able to purchase homes here where, in these lower prices, that in past years we didn't have anything here for, less than 500,000. So at this point, we have a lot of buyer activity in the under 400,000 price ranges. And we have a lot of multiple offer activity in these lower price ranges as well. Now, what's happening with that is our inventory is really low because of all the buyer activity we've had. But inventory is also low because the sellers are somewhat reluctant to put their homes on the market right now. They're kind of at this point thinking that we've hit the bottom of the market. Now prices are going to go ahead and raise up. And since they are going to be increasing now, sellers are thinking, why put my house on the market now? They can sell it later, maybe at the end of this year for more money or whatever. So we've got a lot of buyers in the lower end of the market and a lot of activity there, but very few homes to show them. And so that's kind of where we're at, a lot of multiple offer situations and stuff.
So how is the San Francisco Bay Area real estate market influencing yours? Because that is our primary feeder market.
Right. Well, here we kind of think of that the Bay Area market kind of precedes our market by maybe about 6 months in activity. So roughly what's happening in the Bay Area market right now, we expect to see in another 6 months or so. So the Bay Area market, my understanding is that they have had a lot of activity going on now, a lot of multiple offers. That's hitting us. Inventory for them is starting to be low as well. With us, we are a resort market, so the people that are buying up here, we do have primary homeowners, but being a resort market, people are using discretionary funds to purchase properties up here mostly. Right. With that in mind, oftentimes they're going to buy their home down in the Bay Area before they come and buy their vacation home up here. But I think our activity kind of follows the Bay Area market.
So are you having any REOs or short sales still going on up there?
We are, but very, very few. Right now, we have about 110 homes here in the Truckee area. Now, when I say Truckee area, I'm talking the greater Truckee area, Donner Lake, the Tahoe-Donner community, looking at maybe North Star a bit, Martis Camp, Lahontan, just kind of the immediate Truckee area. And with about 110 single-family homes on the market, we only have like 2 short sales out of all of that, and maybe 3 REOs. So very, very few short sales and REOs here.
So how are you advising your buyers and sellers in this market?
Well, basically, if you're in the lower price ranges, you want to be working with a realtor that you know and trust and that's going to be very active with you, and watch the market carefully because you're going to have to act very quickly. Now, that being said, you want to have all your ducks in a row as well. So you want to make sure that you're pre-qualified or pre-approved, pre-qualified. Make sure that you know or that you're purchasing by cash, with cash. You want to be ready to make an offer and make it a good, strong offer. And kind of like Guy just said as well, a lot of our offers are coming in where you need to make them strong. Maybe you don't put a contingency on an appraisal. You make it all cash. You're just very careful to make a good, strong offer. Now, we do have a lot of homes on the market in the upper price ranges as well. Something kind of surprising in our market right now is that almost half of the homes we have are priced over $800,000. So over half of the homes on our market in our area right now are priced in the higher price ranges.
Right.
So if you're working in that price range and you want to buy a house in that price range, there are quite a few homes in that price range to show you. So as a buyer, have a strong offer, have your ducks in a row, be ready to make a good offer. And sellers, I guess sellers price your houses well, and they will sell. But be aware that you need to be priced where the buyers are going to buy them. So.
I'm Diane Cohn. I'm with Sierra Sotheby's in Incline Village, and I've been in the business for about 4.5 years. Incline Village is a tiny little market. We just have 176 homes for sale right now. We usually have more than 300. We're just on the North Shore of Lake Tahoe, on the Nevada side. We had a burst of activity in 2012 toward the end. For the whole year, we sold 347 homes, but in the second half, 223 of those sold. So it was definitely weighted toward the second half of the year. I think it was driven by a lot of fear due to the tax implications of the fiscal cliff, but also we're seeing a huge trend of people from California who are high-income earners concerned about their ever-increasing tax bill coming over to our side looking for options. So, and despite the fact that we haven't had any really good snow since December, we're still having a strong beginning to the year, which is kind of unusual. Usually snow drives everything. So in February 2012, for example, we sold 16 units, but this February we sold 28. So it's a near doubling in terms of activity, and January was strong like that too. So the under $500,000 range is starting to get competitive, and we're starting to see multiple offers, which is something kind of new for us. The February median this year was $295,000, and versus last year it was $255,000. So that's a 16% increase. In the 500 to a million range, the unit sales are kind of sporadic, but the price trend is up. So the median for this February was $783,000 versus $590,000 last year. That's a 33% increase.
Wow.
In the $1 to $3 million range, it's up strong year over year, units and price. And this is the money where a lot of them don't have to lend. They pay cash or they have their own private equity sources. So the median for this month in that category was $2.15 million versus $1.18 million last year. So that's like an 82% price spike. So just like what all of you guys are saying, we've hit our price bottom. I've done some charts. They're on my website, dianecohn.com. And you can see that, in a 10-year time span, we've hit our price bottom, I think, and we've definitely hit our units bottom. So we have this last category, the glamour category, over $3 million. And we usually average around 1.3 sales per month in this category. But in February, we sold 2. One was a lakefront for $11.875 million, and the other was another lovely home for $3.3 million. So that's a pretty good start to our year. Our days on the market are averaging around 283, and that's actually up a little bit. It was a little slower before at 200. But I think because we're in a vacation resort market where a lot of people own these houses outright, you have sellers that they don't have to sell. They're willing to wait it out. And so long days on the market is more typical for us. We have almost no REOs, and we are in Washoe County, as Guy showed you on his chart, and so, all of that was probably in his neighborhood, not ours. And in terms of short sale, we have a handful of them. They usually come on the market, and they get swiped up pretty quickly, so if you want to do that, you have to jump on it, and you've got to be willing to wait a whole bunch of months for it to ever resolve. So pretty much the buyer competition is heating up. So like Linda said, be prepared, ducks in a row, pre-approved, just be ready to act quickly and work with a realtor who's like shaking the bushes for you for what's coming on the market. And then sellers, the prices turn and the market's turned, so it's time to maybe start thinking about testing the market, putting your property on if you're thinking about getting rid of it or trading up. It's actually a really good time to trade up in our particular market. So that's Incline Village in a nutshell. So thank you, one and all, and maybe we'll do this again sometime, eh?